So I was in Goa recently and I was on the beach and it felt like, me as a human being and the ocean felt like the same thing for a second. It was like, the beach is like the ocean is always trying to go somewhere, trying to reach its waves to the shore, and it's always trying to do something or it wants something and it's struggling and it wants to reach somewhere, but it's still the same. The amount of ocean will be the same, and no matter how much it moves, there's no point. And I could relate to that because I felt like my thoughts were reflecting in nature, and that made me realize that my thoughts are not my thoughts. So fucking stupid that we think, whatever goes on in our head happens inside our head, but it doesn't, right? It's taught to us like that whatever we think goes on over here in our heads, but that's not the case, is it? Because when you think, it's not you that's thinking, it's the whole. It's not even here, it's like everywhere, right? Like your thoughts is not inside your head for sure, and it's not only you that's thinking and me. I'm just a part of nature. This body is just a part of nature, and I'm just following this thing that is thinking, and I'm thinking that I'm the only one that's able to think, but even nature can think the same, right? The ocean, the mountains, the trees, the whatever that exists has the same mind as mine. And it's so foolish to think it's going on in my head and not everywhere else. And it's really hard to, relate this nature to this thought, to this human connection when you're inside a room or inside this building, inside the society, really. But it becomes so evident when you're in nature, and it's like whatever think reflects in nature. It's I'm saying whatever I think, but it's not what I think, it's what we think we are reflecting. Just because oceans can't breathe doesn't mean they're not what we are, right? What are we? Fuck. It's like basically what I understood was I am not inside me and my thoughts are not in my head, and we are all, whatever exists here, are thinking the same thing. And what I'm thinking is not like only I can listen to it, but the whole of nature can. And it's just reflecting. I'm saying it's reflecting what I'm thinking because that way you would understand. But it's basically something is thinking and I'm reflecting to it, and the ocean's reflecting to it, and the whole nature is reflecting to some truth, and I don't know what it is, but we are all fucking connected. And it's becomes much more important to keep a track of my thoughts, because somewhat I'm in control, right? Like I can think my thoughts, and that's the control that you should be looking for, but not like, you don't want power or money or any sort of position of power. You just need your thoughts in your control, and that's it.